Hello and welcome back to my channel Dinar and Dong Updates. A historic shift. Iraqi Dinar Revaluation officially enters. Final phase today signifies a pivotal moment. A turning point that Iraqi dinar holders worldwide have anticipated for many years. After countless rumors, silent movements behind closed doors, endless speculation, and subtle confirmations from insiders, we are finally standing at the threshold of a new financial reality. This isn't mere chatter. This is official, authenticated information that overturns everything previously assumed about the dinar's trajectory. Trusted, high-level financial sources have come forward, and strategic documents, reviewed and verified by our team, confirm the truth. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation timeline has been set. The long era of uncertainty has ended. Now, it's simply a matter of when, and that when is arriving much sooner than most had predicted. Today, through Iraqi Dinar Hub breaking info, we bring you a headline that could very well become one of the most transformational financial events in modern history. The U.S. Treasury, the powerhouse behind America's financial system, has discreetly issued an internal memorandum to leading financial institutions and specially designated redemption centers across the United States. This is no rumor. This classified bulletin, carrying a Level 4 security clearance, outlines the specific steps banks must undertake to integrate the dinar's new exchange rate into the broader international financial system. The bold heading on the bulletin reads, IQD Redemption Timeline, Final Phase Implementation. Though not intended for public distribution, its undeniable existence has been confirmed. Major Tier 1 banks and associated financial networks are already engaged in preparations following the directive outlined. We have obtained access to verified excerpts from this confidential document, and the revelations within are astonishing. Let's break down the three critical phases laid out in this historic plan. Phase 1. Complete. The first phase centered on achieving full synchronization across global banking networks. It ensured that all financial systems were compliant with the updated ISO 2022 messaging protocols, the new global standard for secure, modernized financial transactions. This phase laid the foundation, modernizing communication infrastructure worldwide to seamlessly handle the coming changes. Phase 2. Now underway. Currently in progress, Phase 2 involves private rate testing among select clients, the calibration of redemption centers, and the final clearance of security authorizations for Tier 4B currency holders, which includes private individuals like many dinar investors. Behind the scenes, major U.S. banks such as J.P. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America are deep in internal onboarding processes. Their systems are being fine-tuned to facilitate transactions using the Iraqi dinar's anticipated new value. Evidence of these activities surfaced just last night. At 11:47 p.m. Eastern Time, advanced Forex trading platforms detected a brief pulse, lasting around 5 seconds, where the Iraqi dinar spiked to $5.91 USD. Immediately after, trading screens blacked out and refreshed, a hallmark indicator of a deliberate rate test. Such test spikes have been historically linked to major currency resets, offering even more confirmation that real-world shifts are underway. Phase 3. Imminent. Phase 3, the most critical, will introduce public visibility to the new exchange rates and full access to redemption centers. The Treasury memo specifies that the final activation window, codenamed Window Alpha, will officially open in April 2025. Let that date sink in. This marks the launch of a financial transformation more significant than anything we've witnessed in recent decades. Confirmations from the private sector. Further validating the seismic nature of these developments, private wealth clients, individuals holding substantial foreign currency reserves, have started receiving encrypted notifications, Subject lines such as Final Stage IQD Asset Reconciliation, Tier Advisory Notice, Window Alpha Confirmation. These highly classified communications are advising holders to prepare for redemption by the end of April. Trusted contacts across Texas, Florida, and the United Kingdom have verified receiving identical notifications. The consistency across different regions further underscores that speculation is over. The implementation phase has begun. What does this mean for everyday dinar holders? The implications for the everyday Iraqi dinar holder are massive. After years of patience and uncertainty, the time for action has finally arrived. It's important to understand that the revaluation will not launch with major media coverage, at least not immediately. Instead, a carefully structured rollout will unfold via specialized redemption centers, select private banks, and secure digital financial platforms. Our investigations confirm that over 30 major U.S. cities, including Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago, Miami, New York City, and San Diego, already have fully operational, highly secure redemption centers. Each center is equipped with cutting-edge technology, including biometric authentication scanners, forensic currency validation systems, on-site wealth management consultants. These facilities are ready to guide participants through a smooth redemption experience. Your redemption options. When the time comes to redeem your IQD, you'll be presented with three primary options. 1. Public rate exchange. A simple, straightforward transaction at the general market rate. 2. Structured payout plans. Redeeming larger volumes at escalating rates over set timeframes, offering potential for greater overall returns. 3. Long-term investment programs. Tying your redemption to government-backed reinvestment opportunities, securing additional incentives for future wealth growth. Projected exchange rates. According to the Treasury Bulletin, the new revaluation rates for the IQD are expected to float between $4.87 and $6.13 USD, with slight variations depending on region and redemption strategy. To put this into perspective, a single 2,500 IQD note could redeem for between approximately $12,175 and $15,325 USD, depending on method and timing. Tax implications. Plan ahead. While these figures are thrilling, financial experts are strongly advising that tax preparation is critical. Depending on various factors, such as how long you've held your dinar and how the transaction is classified, capital gains versus ordinary income, your tax liability could range from 15% to 37%. Immediate consultation with a licensed tax professional is highly recommended, especially for holders of over 100,000 Iraqi dinars. Proper tax strategy could be the key to preserving your new wealth while remaining fully compliant with IRS regulations. Redemption window, limited time. Only, according to verified sections of the Treasury document, page 7 specifically. The full revaluation window will stay open for only 30 days after activation. After this period, redemption will become more restrictive, requiring extra documentation and potentially offering lower public rates. Translation. Once rates go live, you must act swiftly. Delays could mean losing tens of thousands of dollars in potential returns. Monitor official financial platforms like BloombergFXXE.com, the Central Bank of Iraq's website. Watch real-time updates closely and be ready to move. A global financial reset. This isn't just about Iraq or one currency. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation is part of a wider global financial realignment involving powerful organizations like the U.S. Treasury, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the World Bank, emerging coalitions, like BRICS, plus Iraq's new asset-backed dinar, secured by massive oil agreements with nations like China and India. is becoming a critical pillar in this global reset. Iraq, exporting an impressive 4.3 million barrels of oil per day, and sitting on 145 billion barrels of proven reserves, is firmly establishing itself among the world's top energy superpowers. Why the media silence? You might wonder. If this is so monumental, why isn't the mainstream media covering it? The quiet is intentional. Governments and financial institutions are working to maintain global financial stability until the system is fully ready for public disclosure. Behind the scenes, however, elite banks, institutions, and governments are racing to align their infrastructures. Just because the media isn't screaming about it doesn't mean nothing is happening. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Critical preparations for dinar holders. Here's what you need to do right now to prepare. Check your notes. Ensure your dinar is pristine. No tears, stains, folds, or damage. Secure your holdings. Store your currency in fireproof, waterproof safes. Organize your documentation. Keep all original receipts, certificates of authenticity, and dealer invoices easily accessible. Consult professionals. Meet with licensed wealth advisors and experienced tax strategists. Smart financial planning now can safeguard and grow your newfound wealth. Stay alert. Avoid shady social media groups promising secret deals. Stick to official sources and trusted advisors only. Final thoughts. As the finish line comes into view, it's critical to remember, those who prepared will thrive. This historic event is not a myth, not a fantasy spun by hopeful dreamers. It is a deliberately crafted plan, executed with precision by some of the most powerful financial forces in the world. You are about to witness a once-in-a-lifetime transformation. Stay ready. Stay informed. Stay